Vishwan. Welcome again to my channel Academic IT Inbox. Today I have come up with a very simple and interesting topic, how to speed up your slow running computer. As all of you uses computers either at workstations or at your home, you might have faced these type of issues frequently. Nowadays you will find most of the users use high-end machines, Core i3, Core i5, Core i7 machines with 4GB, 8GB, 16GB and 32GB RAMs in i7 computers with 3.4 and above gigahertz processors. Still then your computer is very slow. So to a simply something comes to your mind what to do, we just think let's format it. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, the formatting is not the solution for your system slow. So if you find this type of system is slow, then you can take certain remedial measures, and under that remedial measure I am sure 70% of your problems will be solved. So today I'll explain you practically how your slow running machine can be faster without formatting. A practical session, but before that I would suggest everybody to install Geekbench software, because Geekbench software is a software which measures processor and memory performance. Our main objective is how to improve the memory and processor performance. So here, after installation of this software, you can know the current status of processor and memory speed. Once it is checked, we can know how your system is working. And the main objective is, once we have fixed it, after that we'll again test to see whether system performance has increased or not. So I will suggest you go for installing Geekbench 3.4.2 software, whose main objective is to measure processor and memory performance. So I'll explain you how you can install it. Just I have set up Geekbench 3.4.2 Windows setup. So what you can do, you can run it. Now click yes, then next, then install. Once it is installed, click finish. Once it is finished, so you don't have product key, so you just use a trial version, so just click on later. Then comes to run benchmark. Once you run benchmark, you will see this type of speed. I'll show you the report how it will be shown. Here you will see single core score and multi-core score. Single core score means when a single string runs, what is the processor speed, and when multi-operational activities happen inside the CPU, then what is the processing speed of that. Once that is installed, then we will come to our main objective, how to make your system faster. First of all, you have to do is you have to disable all your startup programs. What is startup programs? As you know, whenever your computer starts, unnecessarily programs are automatically get started, which leads to computer so slow. So I'll tell you how you can disable startup programs. So go to press and hold Alt Control Delete. Go to Task Manager. In the Task Manager, you find Startup. You see some of the applications that are running. Some of the applications are enabled, some of the applications are not enabled. So just check it out, which are the applications that is not required to be started during the time of booting. So what you can, let's say this, you can find this is the application which is not required, or this is an enabled one. Windows Defender notification is not required. You can just disable it. Just write it disable. So like that you can disable multiple applications which are not required, that will be starting out during the time of startup. The first step is over. Second step is how to improve system performance. For that, what we will do is go to networking, properties. In the properties, you go to control panel home, then go to system. In the system, select advanced system setting. Then you will find performance box. In this performance box, go to setting. In the setting, you will find 4 radio buttons. Out of these 4 radio buttons, select adjust for best performance. Once that is done, just apply and OK. So the setting for system performance is over. Then we'll go for next setting, that is defragment and optimize drive. What is defragment and optimize drive? Whenever you store any files or do any editing with the help of defragmentation process, this device is used to store files into smallest number of continuous regions. So whenever your file gets stored, it automatically defragments and it keeps it in the hard disk in a continuous manner. But whenever you do any editing, those editing part also it is also stored at different locations. It leads to unnecessary wastage of memory. So for that, what you will do, here also you have to do little changes in the setting. For that, go to Windows button, then go just type defragment and optimize drives. Select it. Then you have 3 drives, C, D and system reserved. Just select C drive and click on optimize. You just see if this optimization is running, current status is 0% analyzed. Once that is done, that work is also over. Then fourth step that will come is temporary files. As you all of you know that whenever you run any programs at the back end, or whenever you do internet surfing or you use your computers, that time at the back end many temporary files gets created. But once that program is over or you are certain things that you are doing at that moment, that work is over, those temporary files or folders do not get deleted. For that you have to manually delete it. How you will do it, that I am telling you. So same thing, Windows screen plus R. Now in the run box just write %temp enter. Now you see these are all temporary files. These files are not required. So what you will do is you select all, Control A, then delete it. Now there are certain files, there are folders left out. So you don't worry for that, just cancel it. Then again go to Windows screen R, just write TEMP, enter. You don't have currently have permission to access this folder. You just click on continue. Now you will find these are also temporary files. What you do is select all, then delete it. Now temporary files of settings are, we have already deleted the temporary files. Next thing is prefetch. What is prefetch? Prefetch is nothing but it is a specific data about the application you run in order to help them start faster. So this is nothing but this is specific data associated with your application when you either you use it or when you run it. So same thing as like temporary folders, this is also not required once that work is over. It keeps it in your drive, but it unnecessarily takes your memory spaces, hard drive spaces. That also same thing that you have to do is that select Control Windows screen or then just click prefetch, prefetch, enter. Same thing, you don't currently have permissions to access this folder. Just continue it. You see, these are the files under prefetch. These are the files are also not required. It is also just like the temporary folders. These files are not required. Just so select all, Control A, delete it. Then you have deleted temporary files, you have deleted prefetch files. Then you go for disk cleanup. Disk cleanup is nothing but it is designed to free up disk space. Unnecessary files that are not used for months together, years together, it can, with the help of algorithm, it can find out which are the files that are not required. That, with the help of disk cleanup, those files can be deleted. How you will do it? Same procedure. Start Windows button R, that is run. Then go to cleanmgr.exe, or you can just write cleanmgr. Enter. So it is saying select the drive you want to clean up. So you just select C. It is calculating how much space it is required, or how much space is cleanup free spaces are there that you can delete it. So here, as per your requirement, let's say temporary internet files that you can delete it. Downloaded program files that is not required, that is right now 0 bytes, so it is not of that use. So temporary internet files that it is showing, you can delete it. So you can right now delete files. So next comes to processor and memory. What you have to do is, most important thing that we forget is to delete the files from recycle bin. It should be our habit of deleting the files every day from the recycle bins. So this is a very simple thing, I don't have to tell you, but still then I am saying you, in your desktop you will have a recycle bin. In the recycle bin you see these are all unwanted files. So just Control A and delete. This is how you can make your system little faster. And second thing is, you have to set never notify, because setting of never notify, because that also takes a lot of memory spaces. Every time something happens, you get a pop-up message or some instructions that comes to you. That also we have to disable it. How you will do it? Again same thing, go to control panel. Under control panel, just go to control panel home. Then go to user accounts. Under user accounts, go to user account control setting. Then you see always notify, never notify. So drag this box to never notify. Okay. Yes. Then next most important point of setting is performance counter. Then you have to do little changes in the performance counter too. So for that, what you will do, again you go to the control panel. Same thing, go to control panel. In the control panel, go to control panel home. Then administrative tools. Under administrative tools, you will find performance monitor. Under performance monitor, right click and run as an administrator. We'll go for performance counter. So little changes that we have to do in the performance counter, that will also help for improving the system performance. For that, what we will do is go to control panel. In the control panel, you go to the control panel home. From there, go to administrative tools. In the administrative tools, you will find performance monitor. In the performance monitor, right click and select run as an administrator. Then go to data collection set. After that, go to user defined. In the right side, just create new data collection set. give your own name. Let's say give CPU. Let's say give CPU and select the radio button specified create manually advanced. Then go to next. Now under the radio button create data logs, select the checkbox mentioned performance counter. Click on performance counter, then go to next, then go to add. Here you see it's processor. Processor is selected. You'll find the instances 0 and 1 is there. So try to select the highest instances. Let's say it generally varies from 0 to 16, but here in scenario it's 0, 1. So you will definitely select 1. So select 1, add, again go to process, once, then go to performance counter, go top with my video at the top, performance counter, then next, save and close, finish. Once that is done, then next step that you have to do is we have to give the highest process values. How you will do give highest process values? Again go to Windows button, Windows or just type msconfig, enter. Here you see the different tabs: general, boot, services, startup tools. Select boot, then go to advanced options. You see you have to select number of processes. Once you select number of processes, it is given 1 and 2. Like that, again you have to select the highest number of processors. It is 1 and 2. Here also it varies from 1 to 16. Here you have to give the highest number, so it is 2. Again also maximum memory. You will select the max. It is already given. The maximum memory is 3072. Then OK, apply, OK. It will ask you to exit without restart or restart. Definitely you restart the computer. Once you restart, then I think your computer will be definitely little faster. But how will you entertain that? How will you know that your system has really the performance of your system has really improved? Again run that Geekbench software and check the CPU and processor speed. If the CPU and processor speed has increased, definitely your computer performance must have increased. So ladies and gentlemen, this much for today's session. Again, I'll come up with a very beautiful and interesting topic if you support me. Thank you.